Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to present you a stock that is ready to reverse. And if you subscribe to my channel and follow my content moving forward, you'll notice that most of my videos are going to be formed way before the setup actually sets up. So today's one of those rare days where the price is exactly at the price I would enter at. So enjoy this video, and if the technicals that I'm about to explain you make sense and align with the risk reward, feel free to take the position if you choose to. But none of this is financial advice. And with that being said, let's jump on to the charts. I usually start from weekly charts, but in today's case scenario, I really wanted to zoom out for you guys and really give you the backstory of where Lulu has been and why I think it's ready to reverse now, right? So we're going to start with the monthly chart. The first thing I want to do is I want to draw a pivot here, which is right around $80 to $81, I guess. And this was a rejection area starting from 2012 all the way to 2016, 2017. So for about 4 to 5 years, the stock could not push above it. We finally went through it. On the way, we also saw this COVID capitulation and continued higher. The next pivot, the supply zone I would say I will draw is around 375, because 375 is the area where anytime the stock pushed above it, it faced rejection. And it tried many times, and eventually we pulled back into the zone again, and then we have never looked back. We have been downtrending. The stock is driving to the ground pretty much since then, and we haven't found a legit floor. Now, the reason I wanted to zoom out today is because I want you to see that if anything, we do have a pretty good retest area of $80 to $82 coming in. And obviously that's not what you want to hear, but if the levels I share with you today do not hold, I am 90% sure they will. But if they do not hold, the next level I'll be watching is $82. Now, the next thing I want to talk about on a monthly chart is the 200 monthly moving average. If you are an investor or swing trader, you already know that anytime a chart gets under 200 weekly moving average, it is usually a good time to purchase or dollar cost average a long-term successful, fundamentally sound company. And in this case scenario, if you did that, that was a bad decision because Lulu was not that company. But I also wanted to show you the monthly chart and show you that it's not just the weekly moving average. We're already below the 200 monthly moving average. Now notice that we tried to bounce here once, but we got rejected again, and we just tore through it. We came down about 30% from 167 area. Right now we're down about 30 some percent from that moving average. And let me add RSI to the mix here and show you that we are as oversold as we can get historically on this chart, right? So let's zoom back out here again and let's move on to the weekly chart. I'm going to remove this line here. Actually, let me keep that one. Let me remove this one. Let me also remove this moving average. And the first area that I was watching for a reversal was the COVID lows. I thought to myself, if the stock can get below this level and sustain and reverse, I will probably enter there for a reversal to maybe 180, 200, nothing large. I'm not looking for doubling the stock. This is just a position I can just park my money in for a month, 2 months, or 3 months and make some money out of it, right? But obviously I didn't see the indications I was looking for. I didn't like the weekly close. I stayed on the sideline. The next level I drew was this one, which was the lows of 2018. Just like this previous level, I was also watching this level, and I'll walk you through what I'm looking for, right? Let me switch to the hourly chart. Now we're really getting into the technicals here, okay? So the first thing I'm watching here is that on 22nd of this month, last month actually, which was right here, this floor break, right? This was the first indication that I got on high volume drop that we might be setting up for a reversal. So I posted on my Discord saying that, hey, Lulu getting in the buy zone. That was first thing in the morning because we were just breaking out. 2 days later, we got above this level. This is the 24th now. I posted we had a clean sweep of 108 level, which was this right here. And in my opinion, that started to look really good. I started a position, I added some, stayed on the sideline. Now again, this is no confirmation for me just yet. Today is when I got my confirmation. We dropped back into this level. Seems like we're holding well, so I do have a full position on Lulu now. And this is what I posted today, that Lulu flooring here, I think. I posted about the sweep a few days ago. So I'm basically walking through the Discord that, hey, I'm watching this. This is a good place to enter, but we still need confirmation. Let's go to the weekly chart now. Where is the confirmation coming up from? The confirmation is coming from the fact that we swept this level, not just a slow, lousy drop. We reversed right on impact. We had a high volume drop, and 2 days later, we were right back above it. Look at this weekly candle. When you're looking for bullish candles, this is as good as it gets. And when you tie in a weekly candle this strong with a key level like this, plus, let's zoom in a little bit here. You see this high volume drop that we had a few weeks ago. This looks like a capitulation candle for me. And after a few days of going sideways, 2 weeks later, we had a third week where we capitulated again, took out the floor, and this pretty much shakes out every week stop loss out there. We cleared the book on this chart from 2018 all the way to 2026. Now, they say you can't time travel, but when it comes to stock market, you can time travel a little bit sometimes and get some really low prices where everybody in between here is on a loss. Everybody who's been holding the stock for many years, or anybody who bought this on the way down, is all knocked out. They saw this level getting taken out, and the pain is just too much to hold the stock like that. If I was holding the stock somewhere around here and we capitulated again, I would have probably stopped out too, because it makes sense. If you're wrong, you're wrong. But in this case scenario, we are on the opposite side of it today. We're watching this level, we're watching the volume candle, we're watching the construction of the weekly candle, and I personally believe that this is the place we're going to reverse from. Now here's the trade now. I'm going to watch this for another week or two and see where we sit. If we keep printing bullish candles, I'm good. If we start showing signs of being stuck, a level is not breaking, I'll probably just exit. But they do have their earnings in the first week of September. This is what I'm doing. I'm not holding the stock through the earnings. I'm probably going to sell 80% of the stock and hold a very small piece if I choose to, because I'm not going to be sitting here holding the bag if the management or the board of directors aren't doing their damn job. I'm not going to be taking a loss for them, so I'm going to take this trade. I don't care if it gets to 140, 180, 200, or even 300. I'm just going to start scaling out in a few weeks. Probably by next month, the last 2 weeks, I'll most likely be out on most of the position. So just wanted to share this setup, not married to the stock, just playing the technicals here. And if this makes sense to you, you can overlap everything I mentioned on top of your strategy. And I'm sure there's somewhere you can find more confluences to take this trade. Or if you think I'm not taking the right trade, please drop a comment. I'm always ready to understand and listen to the opposite side of what I'm thinking, because that's what trading is all about. Understanding the opposite perspective, but still being able to take your trade with conviction. People who don't learn and don't grow, they get left on the sidelines forever. So with that being said, I hope this video provided you with some value. Please leave a like, comment if you choose to, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be dropping more of these videos down the road. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.